Hi and welcome to today's video by Study Interface. Today's video is about IELTS Academic Writing Task 2. As you probably know, there's several different kinds of essays. Today, we'll be talking about the planning process for agree-disagree essays. As you're probably aware, agree-disagree essays are one of the most common kinds of essays in the IELTS. Today, we'll be learning how to plan these essays. The very first thing you have to do when the time starts for writing Task 2. The very first thing you have to do when you open Task 2 on the test booklet is to read the prompt and understand it. This is a very important step to ensure that your essay is on topic. Because remember, an off-topic essay will put your marks in task response down to 5.0. So, let's look at this particular topic, read it, and make sure we understand it. It's becoming more and more common for people to get their daily news online. Newspapers will soon be a thing of the past. And the question is, to what extent do you agree or disagree? The very first thing that you have to do when you start writing the essay for Academic IELTS Writing Task 2 is read the question and understand it. Now, this is very important because an off-topic essay will lose you marks in task response, which is one of the 4 banned descriptors. So, let's look at it in the context of this essay. Let's read it together and make sure that we understand it. It's becoming more and more common for people to get their daily news online. Newspapers will soon be a thing of the past. And the question is, to what extent do you agree or disagree? So now let's paraphrase this to ensure that we understand it. The paraphrase is, people more commonly are getting their news from online sources like smartphones or internet on a laptop or a PC. Newspapers will no longer exist in the future. They will become a thing of the past. It's very important to separate the main claim from the background. Background statements are statements that are generally true, and they always come before the main claim, the one that you have to respond to. Here, the background is it's becoming more and more common for people to get their daily news online. We must not write our essay based on this. If we start agreeing or disagreeing with this, you will lose marks in task response and your essay will be off topic. The claim is always subjective. That means it is always debatable. Some people will agree, others may disagree. In this case, the claim is newspapers will soon become a thing of the past. It is this statement that you have to agree or disagree with. So, first step, understand the topic. Second step, if there is a background, separate it from the claim. Step number 3 is making a planning diagram for the prompt. This is done simply by making a table, as you can see in the display. On top of each column in the table, write the full position, not just agree or disagree. Because the reasons too, if there is a position on top, will be aligned with the position. Once you have created a table with both positions on top, it's time to brainstorm for ideas. This should be done very quickly. Remember, if you cannot find any ideas on one side, go immediately to the next. Now here, we can see both sides have plenty of ideas in them. The reason for your agreement that newspapers will soon be a thing of the past are, people want updated news nowadays, which is available online, not always in newspapers. The second point is, online news has very low costs or no costs. The third reason is, you can personalize online news. That means, you can program apps that give news to give you only news that you are interested in. Now let's look at the other side of the table. This too has several valid reasons. The first reason for your disagreement that newspapers will no longer exist in the future is that newspapers have more credibility. This is due to the preponderance of fake news online. Another point is, that newspapers have more detailed and in-depth news compared to online news, which is often bite-sized. The third reason is prominent journalists often write in newspapers, which is something that you do not see that often in online news forums. After you have compiled points for both sides of the argument, now it is time to choose a side upon which you will base your essay. While choosing a side, you must ask yourself, which side of the argument is more convincing? Which side is closer to my experience and knowledge? Which side I will find it easier to write about? Now let's imagine you have chosen this side, that you agree that newspapers will soon be a thing of the past. That means they will no longer exist. The three reasons are: people want updated news nowadays, online news comes at a very low cost or no cost, and it can be personalized. So now you have chosen a side, you already know the reasons, it's time to rank your reasons. You should identify which is your strongest reason and which is your weakest reason. This should be done because in the essay you must build up your argument. That is, your reasons should become stronger and stronger as the body progresses, as your argument progresses. The strongest reason should be the very last reason. So, now that you have chosen your side and ranked your reasons, the template for your essay has been done. Here, the position on top, I agree that newspapers will soon be a thing of the past, is the position you will take in your introduction. Each reason is the topic statement for its own body paragraph. Remember, keep looking at the planning diagram while you are writing. Structure your essay exactly according to your plan. And thus, you should have no problem writing a focused and very much on-topic essay. Thanks for watching this video. For more insightful videos like this, like, share and subscribe. To get your IELTS plans or plans to study abroad on track, register at studyinafees.io.